Welcome to our lovely future humans and to all of God's children, consciousness children, human evolution children, earth children, to all of those of us who are 8 billion and growing, plus nature, etc., etc. So, empowered feminines are all the ones who do know the one truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Yes, and science and spirituality, they basically say the same thing, that's for the many voices that will know the one truth. You know your truth? So, our human nature, it is love. Yes, I know, right? There's so many teenagers out there saying, no, it's not. No, it's love, it's love. But hold on, because it's not just love. Love is the oxytocin gene hormone. Thanks, Stephen Porges. I can't wait for you to continue proving your theory. He has a lovely and amazing theory, polyvagal theory. We're not going to talk about it right now. Right now, we're going to talk about briefly our human nature's love with healthy fear. Be yourself authentically. That means that you know how to use your ventral vagal state and an integrated brain. And that's why we only have mental and emotion intelligent people here at IHP, because you can't inspire human potential if you're not inspired to be yourself authentically at your highest level of spirituality, which means your highest level scientifically. The authentic you is using the entirety of the brain. So science is finally caught up to why spirituality, masters, gurus, expert yogis, prophets, all of the ones who know exactly what God is, Akash, source, honeymoon, dark energy, dark matter. So the only ones who are divisive are the same ones who we don't really pay attention to, because they actually have unhealthy fear. That's why we leave them alone, because they entertain each other. Gargamel in the corner, Smurfs attack. Okay, so as our planet settles into 5D consciousness, I'm going to be taking a break. So you can expect the YouTube Maria channel, inspiring human potential channel, to kind of go flatline. No. But there will not be, I'm organizing finally the calendar that I've been doing a lot of thinking about. So you can expect a bit of a pause, but I'll be back. Not in that way. Okay, so as our planet settles in the 5D consciousness and beyond, inner masters of harmony, compassion, and intelligence are growing in numbers. We're going to have some funny stories later, so you can tune in if you want. You don't have to, though, because I'm going to give you the gist of the messages now. We do what it takes to make the world a better place. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. Yes, there are children and people dying and losing their very essence as we speak. Let's make it a better place for everyone without stop with the scarlet letters, any of those self-righteous contemptuous batons. There's Patrick Chahan for you to go and hang out with and get your default mode network, your habitual brain, into a integrated state. Mine is already there. I'm not helpless. The roof didn't fall. The roof is on fire. It didn't fall on my head, and I luckily am not stuck. We pursue living our best life through well-being, mindset practices, and wellness lifestyle choices. Yes, we not only emotionally master ourselves, we emotionally don't cry ourselves to sleep, meaning we don't do pity parties. We can open-endedly grow strength, courage, and curiosity. These big words that really just mean you can be human with the depths of your left and right brain together forever, because that's where they are in your skull. But we got lucky, some of us, the self-led children. My name's Maria. You can't spank me. It's in my body. And then it's my Maria at the third time. So these are the parental figures who I told them not. And as for the twin, I'm the bossy one of the two. So it was like, I'm playing. I got this own. She broke me free from effective realism. It's a really good thing. We set an example of emotional maturity and mental mastery through self-regulation and ventral vagal state for the young generations of now and the future ones. I'm here for them. FYI, if you meet asshole teenagers, don't copy them. They're all cowards. They have unhealthy fear. When they grow up, they look even more nasty. And I mean, really, things they do to themselves and things that they do to each other, it's not smart. You know what a warrior is? Anyone? No, not the ones from yesterday's news who are using basically, our healthy fear is there because there's still a bear out there ready to eat you. So when human beings actually grow intelligent, it's because they use two sides of the brain. Thanks, Robert Spolsky, with determined. So some people, maybe they won't get here. I mean, the reality is the left mode is pretty, no, it's not convincing. Because see, when you meet a psychopath who's healing and a narcissist, the actual grown-ups who are bad examples are who I'm going to point my finger at. No, I'm not, because I don't have self-righteous, contemptuous batons, and I'm not God. And God always tells me to not judge my brothers and sisters of human suffering, a waste of my fucking time. This is how Maria feels. If you don't know how to get up, don't get up. Stay on the ground. Leave me alone. The reason I became pro-choice was because I said, wow, if people suffer life this much, I got a text. I'm going to kill myself, basically. The human being didn't care two shits that I was like worried sick. and the way I knew it, because they didn't address it once they reappeared. And I don't label the people that I know. That's dehumanizing. So when you actually are an empowered feminine, you don't have questions. There's no testing. Anyone who's going through a test, did you go to school? Teenagers, really annoying, not interesting. So yeah, when you see pseudo aliveness on a screen and out, structural dissociation, a bunch of people on Pinocchio's island, they don't have a body connected. It's okay. They don't have to go to Dr. Amy Pegan. They won't be back here because we don't want the ones who don't know how to be our lovely human species, because the reality is we were never born to be evil, Knievel, medieval. Our actual body protects us from the bears, and the people who needed to add stories, tell me about it. I got a journalist who in fact continues to confirm that, which is people wanting to, let me tell you a story the way I want to, exaggerate the feelings, use my words, and then tell you I'm going to be teaching you. You ain't teaching shit. No, what you're creating is a bunch of people who then go around and, hey, they have fun. That's why we're not worried. The ones of us who know the truth, we're not seeking it. We know it, and then we're balanced. Thanks, Sam Harris. Grounded in reality, people. We know our cherishable beliefs could be falsifiable, and the ones who want to play God, God tells me to mind my own business because he's already seeing it. Oh, don't worry, heaven, hell. They're not in the air or down. They're in the bodies of the people. Once your body is protecting you and you're armored shut in, don't worry. That's okay, not you. Those people won't be near us because ventral energies, they actually... no, I don't think that's how it works. But if we really need to, remember, they're adult pacifiers. It's like adult playground. Las Vegas, booze, cocaine, drugs, you name it. And anybody who thinks a fraternity or sorority shutting you in a room, making you do yucky stuff is cool. Wow, how old are you? Because I know the adolescent brain is from 11 to 25, but oh my gosh, that actually is part of your career ideas. Yeah, mental mastery, please. You need emotional mastery, otherwise you ain't getting anywhere with your mind. So inner growth, not inner critic. Outer growth, not outer critic, because I ain't casting stone on you. You ain't perfect, I ain't perfect. Hey, what's up? Cusco? Gotta go. See you later. Peace out, because I'm not going to be on the floor on, off, on, I'm on. And that's why we self-regulate in our ventral vagal state. And the younger generation can learn. It's our mammalian heritage, mammalian human heritage. Because as Stephen Porges pointed out, once we got to sit down together, it's really nice. So I know some people don't like the idea of us moving from the caves to the present, which is why we're in the future. And that's why some of them don't take their children to hospitals. They think that they're the more faithful ones. I'm pretty sure this is like really fucked up, like the flat earthers, but it's not, is it? Because we see them all over the place. I get to know all of our lovely brothers and sisters, and we get to hang out together. Forever, well, not forever, but dark matter, dark energy, don't implode. We are compassionate, open-hearted, and vulnerable, mystic, spiritual, and mindful, secular people with flaws and imperfections. We have a good time. Nobody talks down to anybody because we're not know-it-alls. Well, we are all know-it-alls, but we're know-it-alls in a fun way because we enjoy emotion, mental intelligence, and mastery practices. So we know all of that, which is reframing. You're going to come join us. Paid content, free content, patron content, paid content, because that's how it works. And don't worry, it's going to be fun with the workshops. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to get to explore Maria's anger thing with, I want to do that again. I need to explore why did I freeze, even though I pretty much know why I did. So see, it's self-serving. It's always self-serving to get together with the like-hearted people, because the like-minded, it's automatic, but it's only if you have an open heart and you're giggly. If you're not open heart, then you're not going to be like-minded or like-hearted because you're not going to be not you. Again, the intelligent people know that suffering is out there because people don't know how to use their prefrontal, like a Zen master who has laundry, and that the children whose essence right now is being taken away is why I would love to be a monster. I asked God, can my magical baton work? He says, no, that's not how free will works. You know this already. And there isn't huge paradigm shifts. It's that science catches up finally with that which is the truth. We're all awesome. The only ones who don't know how to catch up with it, they don't know how to forgive. Yeah, and I mean, right? They don't know how to laugh like Buddha taught me. Buddha and Jesus are together. I'm present right here. Come have fun, Dharma people. We are protected. No, we have the Christ cloak of Christ. It's called your restorative embodiment. Grace, ventral energy. It's really amazing. And when someone says you can't always be on, and they're in a profession where they're supposed to always be on, you wonder, oh, I see you're all trying to save each other. Okay, so when people drag pain points around, you know how to spot them like a hawk. Don't hang out with them too much. They really don't know how to handle expansion well, but we do. Human evolution, we can consciously expanded once we got to sit down together. So our nervous system, like any other creature, evolved. It's really interesting how people don't understand, like the ones who want to call themselves leaders, that we are cells. I just think it's hard to believe. No, I neuroscience, neurobiology, you're high performing, but you're not an object, please. So when someone wants to consider themselves a leader, but they can't assimilate good information in all subject matters, that's not a leader. That's just somebody who wants to be a master of someone else and a group of them. And he or she or they has a list of items. And any of us who are pirates are like, sure, do you remember how he was welcomed? Not. And we're not here to be rebellious, idiotic teenagers, because that's the reason why a man who's playing Russian roulette is a moron, not a good father, not a smart human being. And any smart human being is like, yep, you're not in my herd, because you definitely don't know how to spot neutrality when it's there, and you confuse somebody holding something when they're not, and you're out. You're a completely bad tracker. We need you to track animals, not the other way around. And to be able to perceive human beings is easy because we're all a nervous system. That's the other idiocy of human beings who don't understand when you're watching your fucking back. Like, what are you doing? That's actually called you continuing to do bad resilience and then think that you're amazing with your armor. The armor actually weighs you down, makes you tired like a tiger. Once you've pounced, that's it, you're done. Bad resilience. It's so unfortunate. Poor unfortunate souls. So sad, but true. Yeah, thanks, Ursula. That one wanting to get the boy, girl, whatever. That one wanting to get fit, whatever. I mean, really, the aesthetics. Come on, get your insides first, meaning the nervous system. Then your outside will be able to follow with you because it's pretty easy. Hey, Skeptic Nutritionist Diary here. It's going great. I'm going to have an episode and tell you about the more challenging parts of this, which we still have to watch because it's only, 10 days now, so it's not really that long. But anyways, so we enjoy emotional and mental mastery and intelligence. Join us, the practices in our day-to-day, and that's because mindset and lifestyle habits are built every day. Your first 24 hours, they count. They always count, and you're also leaving something behind. By choosing to be ourselves, the smart way, that's stable, mature, adaptive, rational, teachable, we send out a call to other humans because our human being, our ventral vagal state calls out to everyone. The ones who won't want it, they won't come near us. We're saved from all the morons. Yay! Isn't that amazing? Oh, I love it. Since the day I was a kid, that's why God taught me not to play the know-it-all. Yes, I don't have to deal with any of them anymore. They're so dry and boring, the left brainers alone. It's like, oh my God, I just wanted to be aware of this about what is right now. It feels right. Wow, your emotions first, dude. Seriously, like, get it together. Oh my God, it's stomach ache ready to happen. No. But I wonder, does he have stomach aches? By choosing to be ourselves the smart way, we send out a call to other humans to rise above and join us in living out their higher human consciousness potential and best life. You know, what's really amazing is that Tara Brach told me about this, our call. So did Stephen Porges. So did another man and a couple other people. But Stephen Porges and Tara Brach told me the human stuff. I bring you the human elements of spiritual and the mindful stuff with sciences being part of our team. I'm the woo-woo pseudoscience lady though, and I fuck it up and forget it. I'm not trying to lecture you or teach you. I'm here to work with the ones who want to work with themselves, and that's why it's fun to leave the legacy to our future generations. Humans aren't crappy. The ones who are afraid of us, they had the short end of the stick. And then they had bad leaders, and they still have bad leaders who also got the short end of the stick. And if only God could make us all big, then what would free will be? So that's not how it works. And don't worry, the world will be fine, because the world is always fine. Because, I mean, come on, be grounded in reality, people. Hey, Neil deGrasse, where are you? Where's the cosmos? Come tell me about it. It's amazing. So the stars, they exist, and we will one day get off the planet. I was there. I am not joking right now. I'm an Akashic record reader. So you can join us if you want. You get 2 laughs while leaving a legacy to our future generations. We will get to help them to learn and make even better choices. Yes, because once they see what we're capable of and they'll know what they're capable of, they learn from it because they have adolescent essence, essential spark, social engagement, novelty, creative expression. But they also have more parents who know about self-regulating and about trauma, and they take it seriously. So because of those parents and those scientists and all of the humans who love humanity, not the ones who want us to pat anybody. I ain't patting anybody on the back. Not the ones, it's not that easy, and that. Nope, those are all the ones leaving scarlet letters. They're still processing, they're upset. The teenagers are a lot smarter, and so they will grow to be even better than us, and then with love and life in the forefront, because smarts always wins. However, you know, the only species who would think itself weak are the same ones who aren't a part of the species. That's what abuse is. It's isolating yourself, you see? So when you don't know how to forgive and you don't know how everyone can make mistakes, this is why it's called contempt, self-righteous assholishness and buffoonery, because you forget that you are like everybody else. Get off the pedestal and get on the floor. Thank you, God. Humility. His timber is discerning, equanimous, loving. It ain't shouting. It ain't making you a king or a throne or any of that. Anybody who's dressing themselves up. Divinity. We're a piece of energy and a piece of life. And we can use all the words, but remain in the place of what is. The voices of God's children are with humility. The ones who didn't keep their humility, it's a sad, sad story, because it breaks my heart, since their hearts obviously also broken, deviated, distorted. It's not a conspiracy. It's an actual, very straightforward equation. Every person began life in a womb. They had their first year, second, third. I don't need to dress it up. In fact, that's exactly why. They have unhealthy fear. Leave them alone. It's not funny. Cognitive dissonance, structural dissociation. Not funny. We don't need to be creating any kind of turmoil within people who already have turmoil. The kingdom of God is within you. Thank you, Jesus. The seed of enlightenment is there in every being. Thank you, Sadhguru. The soul is the same in all living creatures, although the body of each is different. Thank you, Hippocrates. And Bessel van der Kolk also talks about the body stuff and the soul stuff. So healing trauma, it is available to all of those who choose to bring to life and their relationships their A game. Every human being will leave their mark, whether that be a legacy of destruction, divisiveness, and suffering with unhealthy fear stemming from self-righteous contempt, or a legacy of sustainability, togetherness, and emotional maturity with healthy fear stemming from being yourself. Authenticity and living our mammalian human heritage is the 5D way. We're going to have some of this stuff later in a little bit. Togetherness and emotional maturity. I said that already. Restorative embodiment. Life with body, heart, mind, self in ventral vagal state. BVS. So be you, mindful and flawed with integrity. And join me at IHP to get any self-help for all of you self-agents. And that's because you enjoy emotional, mental mastery and intelligent practices. Intelligence, well-being, lifestyle, meditation. We don't need to sit down for it. And mindset routines and 5D mystic mentor messages, guidance, and food for thought, which we're going to have in a little bit. Thanks for stopping by. If you don't stop by again, like, share, and subscribe, and share with anybody who wants to be their self authentically and grow more emotionally intelligent and mentally intelligent. Live, love, laugh, learn, expand, and continue to know that we will leave behind a better future for sure. I have no doubt. I've never had any doubt of my brothers and sisters, the ones who don't want to join us. Well, self-loathing, gut wrench, torn apart ain't funny, because even if you don't feel it, once you're numb, that doesn't mean a good thing. And ascension energies are about. So, in the meantime, it will be as it has always been, just it will be in Dharma and not karma. And that's a channeled message from me, a vehicle to you. And it means prefrontal cortex. Join us.